All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, first and foremost, we're going to turn to the east. We give all honor and glory and power to
How Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, Ba'Shem Rukah Kadash.
we're going to say double honors to our elders, our great apostles, great millstone, Gms from rule well and teach well, being great example to Israel, man the elect. All right, we want to say peace and blessings to the hope of the elect on the four corner, pushing in truth and sincerity, their great song. All right, with the Gms Memphis camp. All right, come out week in and week out, in season, out of season. Once again, in season, out of season, the prophesy the downfall of America. How the Lord will command us to do, man. All right, as He sent forth our forefathers, the apostles, all right, to command them to go out on the highways and the hedges and beg from the man. Guess what? So is us. All right, like the scriptures say, that the prophets are old, prophesy against many countries. All right, against many kingdoms. Great kingdoms of what? War, evil, and pestilence, man. So that's why we out here right now, man. We out here to tell our people, hey, repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. And our salvation is near that we believe. All right? That's why we out here. You know, you want to walk around, you want to sit here and act like Christianity is the end all, be all. No, they not warning you of the dreadful day of the Lord. You got the men of the Lord, the prophets who the Lord have set up to warn you, man, of the dreadful day. What's going to come to pass, man? War, evil, pestilence, man. And we here to tell you those things, when you have a chance to get right. All right? And you won't have no cover of your sin. You can't tell the Lord you didn't know. Only thing you can tell the Lord is, well, I was doing this. And then not what? Not an excuse is what? Something like everybody. So wait, what's that? Excuses like an asshole. Everybody got one. See? You can't do that now, man. Because what? You have been warned. And we're going to get into the scripture. We're going to blow this horn, which is the trumpet. And we're going to get in and hope the brothers edified over there loud down here.
This is Isaiah chapter 58 and 1. Right. Cry aloud, spare not.
Hey, it said cry aloud, spare not. Cry out loud. And that's what we're doing out here on the highways and hedges. We're crying out to our who? Our people, man. All right? And we ain't sparing you, man. Guess what? Because we spare you. Guess what? That's on us. The blood is on our hands. And we hold back the gospel, the good news. And we hold back what the Lord has told us, what commanded us to tell you, man. All right? We're going to be on our hands, man. So we ain't sparing you of the truth, man. It is what it is. Take it how you take it. However it fit in your pocket. Go ahead, bro.
This is Isaiah 58 and 1. Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
Lifting our voice up, man, like a trumpet, man. What does the trumpet represent? A warning sound, man. All right? If you got those pastors and preachers, they get in the holy houses, they speak loud. But guess what? They're not warning you, man. So there's a whole nother sign. If brother got that, 1 Corinthians, right there, 1 Corinthians 14, 5 and 7. Because they give you an uncertain sound, man. And remember, when you go back to the ancient days, when the watchmen, brother hold that, when the watchmen blow the horn, it was a certain sound for certain different things, man. You had a time to get up, all right? It was time to eat. It was a time for new moon. It was a sound for everything that in ancient times. Right now, we blowing the trumpet. That sound for what? Destruction. All right? It's a time to get right, man. Your brother got it? Yeah. Go ahead, Doc.
This 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 7.
Right.
And even these without life-giving sound, whether pipe or harp, except they give a distinction in the sound, how shall it be known what is pipe or harping?
See, you got a distinction. So, okay, damn. When you do a damn fire truck, you already know something on fire. It's a distinctive sound. All right, police. Man, it's police coming with the sound. Everything got a distinctive sound, man. So what we doing out here right now? This is what? A distinctive sound. Why? Because we are blowing the trumpet and the Lord is on his way back. All right? This is a warning. Get right or get left for destruction. This is what it's about right now, man. Go ahead, Doc.
For if the trumpet give an uncertain sound,
Right, well, you got these false prophets, all right, that the so-called white man has set up, these agents, all right, these pork chop houses, and preachers and deacons and bishops, all right, in these holy houses, they're giving you an uncertain sound. Why? Because they're not warning you They're not telling you that the mark of the beast is the RFID chip. You see? They're not telling you that the so-called white man, all right, put this image up as the Lord. When you go to Revelation 1 and 13, it's often described that the Lord is a so-called black man from the tribe of Judah. You see that? They're giving you an uncertain sound, man. They're not warning you that Jacob trouble is on the way. That's an uncertain sound. All right, let me break that down. I got you, bro. Okay. Go ahead.
Who shall prepare himself to the battle?
Who? Then look, you can't even pray yourself. So a lot of our people gonna be caught off guard. That's why the Lord said, what? I'm gonna come like what? A thief in the night. You see that? Because a lot of people gonna be caught off guard because they weren't warned. And then another thing, they ain't listening to the prophets. You see, they're not listening to the man of the Lord who he has set up, man. Did he not say that he gonna give us pastors according to his heart, according to his mind, and will feed us with knowledge and wisdom and understanding? You see that right now, man. The church is through. Christianity is done. But they not warning you, so how can you prepare yourself? How can you get ready when they say it's gonna take a trouble? You see? When everything is making America great again, so everything will go back to normal, as long as we keep the corona face on, all right, and keep hoping. Everything will go back to normal. You ain't gonna get prepared for nothing. And then guess what? Suddenly, destruction gonna come upon you. Go ahead, Doc.
This is 1 Corinthians 14, verse 6. Now, brethren, if I come unto you speaking with tongues, what should I profit you?
Right.
Except I should speak you either by revelation or by knowledge.
Right, because revelation means what? To reveal. So these things going back to prophecy. It's going to be revealed. It's going to be revealed, man. Everything that we speaking right now, man, it's going to be revealed in time, in due time, man. That's why the Lord said, don't carry wait for it. But it shall surely come. Everything going to be revealed, and we will not be confounded, man. Why? Because we speaking the words of Yahweh Shem Shot, man. Let's dead on that. Go ahead, Doc.
By prophesying or by doctrine.
Yep, by prophesying what? By doctrine. The true doctrine. Go ahead.
This is the NLT of 1 Corinthians 4 and 6. Dear brothers and sisters, if I should come to you speaking in an unknown language, how would they help you? But if I bring you a revelation or some special knowledge or prophecy or teaching, that will help you.
See, that will help you. You see that? Which is what we're doing now. This will help you what? For salvation. Well, here it is. We ain't got no suit and tie on. We ain't naked faced. And we ain't steaming into the clouds like Joel Osteen, T.D. Jake, and Creflo Dollar. All right? We ain't hard to that level. All right? Go ahead. Hold on. What's your question, bro? We'll just hit it one at a time, man.
Like I say, this right here, these white people, man, they give us all this old bad food. You know, they've been lying to us, man, for years, man. And they're going to continue to lie. White people ain't never been no good, man. Edomites, they ain't never been no good. You notice when they talk to you, they like they be afraid when they talk to you. They say they know who the real people, man. That's like right here. This white Jesus Christ or nothing. Man, if they put a black Jesus Christ, man, in the church and thing, people would keep going to church. But they couldn't believe it. What's that question? No, he's talking about this stuff. Don't cut you off now. I'm gonna put y'all. Put y'all just like this right here. They celebrating these garbage holidays, man. Please, man. All this, man, all that is a white man holiday, man. I'm not with the white person on nothing. I'd rather ride for my people than anything, man. Just like these rap stars, these movie stars. Come on, man. If it ain't black, it ain't right, man.
Now, according to the scripture, you got a zeal. You know what I'm saying? You got a zeal. But now, you have the knowledge and the understanding of that zeal, and then you'll be out here like us. That's all you're missing. You're missing the knowledge and the wisdom and the understanding. Because you got a zeal. You see that it's not right. You see the so-called white man is the devil. He's a deceiver.
Yeah.
But that's all devil means, deceiver.
The other races of people, too.
Huh?
Other races of people, too.
Yeah, but in chiefly, who the ruler?
White people.
So he the root problem. So if you take a root out the ground, guess what? It can't do nothing. It can't grow no more.
It's
So
like-
we take him out of problem. That's what we're doing right now. That's why we're on the highway to heaven.
Yeah.
The Lord said prophesy against Mount Seir. You see? That's our whole objective. To prophesy the downfall of this place. Because once the so-called white man gets taken out of power, guess what? We're going to be in power.
Yeah.
All right?
Something we should have been. Something we should have been having.
That's our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shah, man.
We was in power with first. White man just got us out of power. Man.
First, but you got to remember, it was written.
Yeah.
It was written to happen.
We talk about slavery in that Bible.
It was written to happen, bro. So you can't do nothing but play your part.
Yeah.
You can't step on the Lord's foot. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't go out here and we could curse them out on her. But guess what? You curse them out anywhere else, they can call police on you.
Yeah.
And guess what? You're going to be thrown in jail. There's a time and a place for everything.
Yeah.
So you really want to get the so-called white man back, this is what you're supposed to get him back at. Doing the work. Because the Lord will cover you doing it. You ain't going to be covered out there in the streets like that.
That's why that's why they didn't want us to read. So we'll find out, we'll know about this stuff.
Yeah, but everything is written in the scriptures, bro. That's why I said, all you got to do now is get the knowledge and wisdom and understanding of your zeal. You'll be better off than what you at now.
Yeah.
All right, get the precept out.
This is Ezekiel chapter 4 and 13. And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat the foul bread among the
See,
Gentiles.
it was written that we're going to eat our bread and child among the Gentiles. See? That's why you do what you see right now. Everything is defiled. The food, the water, you know, everything, the earth, even the clothes. Everything is defiled, man. The women, us. There's prophecy though, man. The Lord has spoken it. Why? Because we disobeyed him. See, that's the thing that our people got to realize and get. Once you get that in your head that we disobeyed him, then you better out, because he said the truth shall what? Set you free. You go back to John. The truth shall set you free. So when you actually get it in your brain like, damn, we went out. We disobeyed him. Now I got to start all back over. Then once you start all back over, then you start getting the whole concept. Through Christianity, they don't give you the whole concept. They lead you on from where you started and when you was born in America. No. You gotta go way back. Way back. It said, look at the generation of old, man. You gotta go way back. And then you start to come back to where it say, you don't know where you're going, you know what you come from. See, now you gotta know where you come from or you know where you're going. See that? So you gotta start back and then trail on up. It's called history. Which is going to what? Prophecy. You see that? So when you start to understand prophecy, you better out. Then you be like, damn, okay, then I can't do this. Okay, then well, I can do this. You know what I'm saying? Well, I can do this. Well, I know how to move and do this. Because everything that we ever wanted to know is in him. One thing y'all can take with y'all today, you type in KJV. What about if I do this? I bet a Bible scripture. You can do it right now. I bet a Bible scripture come up. Because everything you want to know, everything you ever been through, is in the Bible. The Lord cover all aspects of it, man. Remember, this is his move. Go ahead, dog. Go ahead, bro.
This is Baruch, chapter 4, verse 6.
Right.
You were sold to the nation, not for your destruction.
Not by destruction, but that's the so-called white man. That's what he pushed through Christianity. You know what I'm saying? That the Lord don't care about us. He cares about us. You know what I'm saying? But we won't put her in the mud by destruction. We put him for disobedience to get right. You're like, you look your son. You don't really want to destroy him, you want him to what? Get right. I'm going to teach your ass to what? Teach you a lesson. Yes. And that's what he did to us in slavery. He taught us a lesson. Now we're in the corner with our nose on the wall. You know what I'm saying? Wait for what? Daddy to come and say, you go back outside. And we can do this, we do that.
They play the game,
right now. Time of grace. Time of repentance. Time to fall back and just the Lord to come back. That's it. This is the time we in now. This is the time we in. Go ahead, Doc.
But because you moved the Most High to wrath.
See that? We moved the Most High to wrath. Why? Because we took on the custom of the other heathen. That's how we moved the Most High to wrath. It said we mingle among the nations. So we start to learn their purpose. You see that? Like us right now in America. Right now in America. Before it's true, we had dreads, we were committing adultery, you know, we were shaving our beard. You know what I'm talking about? We was poor. We were all that bullshit right there. Why? Because we learned the way of the so-called white man and how he pushed forth his agenda. One more real quick. Get Jeremiah real quick. Jeremiah 10 and 2 real quick. I'm just going to explain why right here.
This is Jeremiah chapter 10 in verse 2. It reads, thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the
He
heathen.
said, learn not the way of the heathen. Learn not the way of the other nations. See, these so-called white people, they can say they face, there's not a bump get on their motherfucker. They can eat pork, they can eat all types of shit. When nothing happens to them, they're gonna get sick. They get their meat, bloody, and when nothing happens to them.
Medium
But
rare.
let us try. We're gonna be fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the Lord said, learn not the way of the heathen. If you don't want to learn that way, we got our way. We got our way. It's right here. This is the GPS to life. But even that company, they gonna wait on you. All right. Go ahead, Doc.
It's Jeremiah 10 is 2.
Go ahead.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen,
Uh-huh.
and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. Why? Because the chariots for us, and this is our salvation. Blood moon, all right, the red moon. You know, guess what? This is a sign that the Lord is on his way back when he will return to deliver the elect and 1/3 of the nation of Israel, man. And restore 2/3 of our people among the kings. That's the sign that we waiting on, man, and we hoping for. Go ahead.
Finishing off, for the heathen are dismayed at them.
Right, because they know this their destruction, this their downfall, or they kingdom. You see, that's their downfall, man. When they thought seeing this UFO sighting, they know. See, remember, swing low,
Yeah.
swing chain. You know that song, right? Yeah. What you think that was saying? They so-called UFOs, man. They knew, and we know too, because they identified in the scripture, man. It's about salvation being here, man. You got something else out? All right, go back here.
That's why white people so terrified when they see it.
Yeah,
Black
but
people,
that's
we ain't worried about that. We know it's here for us.
Hey, see, that's the thing about it. Brother, get Ephesians real quick. Ephesians 4, I think 26, real quick. Be ye angry, but sin not. So I think that's Ephesians, or it might be 5 and 26. You get one or the other, though. It's Ephesians 4 and 26. Go ahead, get that real quick, y'all.
This is Ephesians chapter 4, verse 26.
Now, look. Now, look what the Lord said, though. Go ahead, y'all.
Be ye angry and sin not.
It said, be ye angry, but sin ye not. You know what I'm saying? Because who vengeance belong to?
Us. Or do it belong to them?
Vengeance?
Break it down for me. Give me a full understanding. So that way, when they come back around, I know.
I got you. That's what we're here for.
I just, when I came up, I said I'm here to learn.
Vengeance belongs to me. Yeah, I'm the muscle. You read that again, though, Al.
This is Ephesians chapter 4, verse 26. Be ye angry and sin not.
And we mad too.
Okay.
But this how you come out. This when you come to and vent to the Lord. This when you get out your problems out right here. The the Lord said, cast out your burdens upon me. So when you come out here, then when you get out, you get all your stress right here.
That's got something to do with vengeance.
You'll see it in a minute. You'll see it in a minute. But you got it out. Get the go here. Read precept.
It's Romans 12 and 19.
Go ahead.
Verily, beloved, avenge not yourself.
Now, avenge not yourselves. So now you gotta know the word avenge because we're gonna give it to you. But it said what? Avenge not yourselves. Go ahead.
Who rather give place unto wrath, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, said the Lord.
See that? So you got an idea. He said, vengeance is mine, I will repay, said the Lord. So you got an idea what he's talking about? He said, I will repay.
Okay. I'm listening.
All right,
I'm
cool.
I'm here to learn.
Cool. That's cool. Go ahead, Doc.
This is vengeance in the etymology, 13th century.
Rock
It say the act of taking revenge, harming someone in retaliation.
Harming someone in retaliation.
Which is white people. Understanding is the best thing. Understanding is the best thing. When I first pulled up, I said I'm here to learn.
Yeah, I'm the boss. And Lord willing, you receive this. You hear me? Go ahead, Doc.
For something harmful that they have done, especially in the next life.
Uh-oh. What? Something harmful they have done.
Especially in the next life.
You see that?
Yeah, and they still do it.
You see that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
The
about?
hangers, the lynchings.
You see that?
All of
That's
that.
what they have done to us, right?
Yeah.
But what the Lord, but what number? First Thessalonians, Second Thessalonians, right? All right, hold that. We're gonna go right back to that. We been
This is Revelation chapter 13, starting at 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear.
Right.
He that leadeth into captivity,
He that what?
leadeth into
You
captivity,
know what captivity means, though, right? Slavery, right? Go ahead.
shall go into captivity.
They shall go into captivity.
Yeah, they need to.
All right. Hey, guess what? Remember, you gotta remember the word vengeance. Remember the Lord said that vengeance belongs to him. Go ahead.
He that killeth with the sword
Right.
must be killed with the sword.
Was we not killed with the sword? The sword is like the one day God, but when you know we can kill with the power of the hand of Esau.
Yeah.
All right, guess what? Let's put up. Something in the word, say. Let's go to our God. Go ahead.
Here is the patience and faith of the saints.
Number two. See, number two about it. That's the person who makes the same. What we did. What is all that?
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High.
Now start back over. Well, you gotta hear it again. Because somebody else will tell you wrong. This coming out the Bible. You hear me? Because somebody will tell you got their own heart.
Nah, it's got to be from the
I'm
Bible.
saying they be like, man, God don't, you know what I'm saying? God don't do that.
There's a lot of
God
folk can't
don't
prove
know.
it
You know
either,
what I'm saying?
man.
But look, what it say? Go ahead, Doc.
This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 1, verse 6. Seeing it is a righteous thing.
Sin is a righteous thing. See? Because Christianity tell you what, turn on the cheek. Right? We're not.
Yeah.
But the Lord says sin is a righteous thing. Go ahead.
With the Most High,
With the Most High, the Heavenly Father. Go ahead.
to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you.
You know what recompense means? All right, get this. Go ahead, Doc.
This is the definition of what the business.
Now, recompense. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. Because that's what he's like now.
This is recompense. Early 15th century in the etymology, a compensation, payment for a debt or obligation. Obligation.
A payment for who?
A payment for a debt.
A debt. Go ahead.
A debt
Yeah, okay.
or obligation.
Go ahead.
Retribution
Retribution.
or punishment.
A punishment. You see, that's a recompense. But it says a righteous thing for the Lord to recompense the tribulation of those that trouble us. So they're troubling us.
White people.
So it's a righteous thing that the Lord will give us back. We go all the way back to the word back. Vengeance. Remember, we stay on this type of vengeance, but we got to give you precept upon precept to understand where vengeance come from. You know what I'm saying? What vengeance means. Go ahead, Doc.
It says to make amends for or pay compensation
Now we
for.
evil. You know what I'm saying? Now back before that, you took your job. We ain't even to what? Give me my job.
So what they did to us, we can do to them.
Did he not just
We need to do to them.
He just read it in
Yeah.
Revelation.
Uh-huh.
He just killed him with the sword, but he killed with the sword.
I just threw it, man.
Yeah. No, it's
Get a
good.
full understanding.
Yeah, that's it.
Because if you don't understand it, you ain't gonna know what by the
So,
time.
now, we got two out here. Go ahead, Doc.
This is Psalms 91 and
Because
verse.
look, this is the spirit you're in right here. Because like I say, you gotta have the knowledge and wisdom and understanding.
Okay.
Along with those zeal that you have. And once you get that zeal, you got the zeal, but when you get that knowledge and understanding, oh, you're gonna be on top. Go ahead.
This is Psalms 91 and 8. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
You're waiting on to see the reward of the wicked, which is the payback that they have done to us. These crackers have not got away with that.
Eat it, my
They
friend.
have. They in the spiritual days, like my bro always say. They in the spiritual days right now.
Yeah.
But they just don't know. They forgot the latter end. They was going to captivity. Why? Because it's written. You know what I'm talking about? This ain't something that we speaking out our own ass. This is something that's written from the Heavenly Father, man.
The
You
state
got
of
that now?
This Song of Solomon 8 and 4. I charge you, O daughters of Jerusalem, that you stand not up, nor wake my love until he please.
Go ahead.
This is
Now, read it again.
Song of Solomon 8 and 4. I charge you, O daughters of Jerusalem, that you stand not up, nor awake my love until he please.
See, to what? To his time. So you can't step on the Lord's foot. But what happened when what the Lord said in the book of Genesis when they tried to seek to kill Cain? Sevenfold. Why? Because he got to get what he deserves on the Lord's time, not on your time. See that? That's just like if you want to do something, then here it is, somebody else stepping your way, you're gonna be mad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Robert said that it was meant for you.
Yeah.
See? Vision belongs to the Lord. We can't take it. All we can do out here, all the things we can do is come out here and prophesy down on this place. There's the Lord, honey, what he
Wait
got
till
to
it
happen.
come.
You see that?
Yeah.
So we call no big bro.
Yeah.
Because guess what? The so-called white man, he got the power to put us in jail.
Yeah.
You know somebody, he got the power to kill us. But guess what? His power ain't limited the power of the Lord because the Lord gave him that power. So we got the cheat code to call upon the heavenly Father. We can go over his head and get him in trouble. That's the lamest form.
The Lord wants you to just wait.
That's it.
You, take matters in your own hands. So you got this here, but you're not supposed to be out here before you.
Yeah, you can't be going to Hulu. Like you supposed to go to eat a bite, you don't go to fucking drink. You supposed to eat like all the way. Nah, that ain't how you carry yourself. The Lord said we are sheep among wolves. It's the same way how you carry yourself.
Homosexual walking, you can't put it together. You know what the law, the Bible says he's supposed to be put together. You can't do that.
And but look, that's a righteous act though. What you call that John talking about? To the two ways, if we put the homosexual, we put the death.
Abomination.
Nah. What got a cold way how to put it. It's a two-way street. Alright, it's a righteous act to put the homosexual to death, but in this society, it's a penalty. Right.
Yeah, that's it. Everything not to be. So basically, you just gotta wait. So wait on the Lord, because it's gonna take vengeance. Once the Lord comes back, once we're in the kingdom of heaven, then we're gonna be executed first.
Yeah, so right here.
But right now, we just supposed to wait till the Lord comes back and hope that we receive salvation. Let's take it out in our own hand. How can we bring the salvation?
And then you can't outwit, you can't do shit with so-called white women, bro. They got police. You got style with security. They got the police. And then, you know what I'm saying? Then they got the army, the marine.
Yeah.
Then they go out to the like, it's too much shit that you cannot defeat this fucking devil, man. I don't know how we can defeat them. The power of God by the power. That's a power. That's our power lies. We don't lie on the ourselves. We can learn. We're going to learn the power. Let's defeat that out here too.
This is Zephaniah chapter 3 and 8.
Right.
Therefore wait ye upon me.
The Lord said what?
Therefore wait ye upon me.
Right. But hey, you angry though, right? But the Lord said, see you not. Wait upon me, because he gonna give you the power to put your hands on it. But hey, it's not yet right now. It ain't that time right now. Go ahead.
Saith the Lord.
Saith who?
Saith the Lord.
Yahweh. When you look at the word Lord in all caps, it means Yahweh. He to be, he exists. That's the Heavenly Father's name, man. All right, Elisha Monkadash, it means the holy tongue, the Hebrew. All right, it means Yahweh. Go ahead.
Until the day that I rise up to the prey.
So the Lord gonna send his son on the throne, rise up into the prey. The prey is so-called white man. See that? Go ahead.
For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation.
And going to that, it's talking about World War III. You know, in the Middle East. All right, it's really Jehoshaphat means Yehoshaphat. When you go to the book of Joel, the 3rd chapter. All right, it speaks about World War III. So the Lord gonna gather them over there in the Middle East. And then he said the West is indignation.
Even all my fierce anger,
All his spirit of anger to be wet.
for all the earth shall be devoured with my fire of my jealousy.
See that? That's my new publicity. You see right there on that sign. That's what's coming. See that? That's the payback for the so-called white man here of the nation for doing us how they did us. This the payback. We can't do nothing. But this the payback for them. So-called white man, he going to slavery. You know? And guess what? One thing about it, they gonna know it too. And they know it. That's why they get the underground bubbers. You know what I'm saying? Because they know it. Their time is up, man. Their time is up. Why? Because time lies within who? The Lord, not us. See? That's how about it. Yeah, go ahead, Rob.
is Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5.
Right.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel.
Perpetual, ongoing. I'm saying they had a perpetual hate. Remember, this go all the way back to the God, Cain and Abel, dealing with Esau and Jacob. Now you see it again with the so-called Negroes that you know they're going to Hispanic, so-called white people. You know what I'm saying? This is what they go back to. They had perpetual hate. It's like, you see it in their heart. They don't like us. You know, it's in them, nothing like us. That was their battle when you go into Genesis, the 25th chapter. That was their battle between Esau and Jacob. You see, it was a battle. They were fighting in the room. You know? Because evil said it this way. Good. It's going to always be that's like trying to put two magnets together. It ain't going to happen. It's going to be a tussle, man. You know? You ever try to put two magnets together? It's a tussle. You can't do it. Oil and water don't mix. Go ahead, Alex.
By the force of the sword.
By the who?
By the force of the sword.
All right, gotta get Genesis. I think that Genesis 25 and you were blessed with the sword. The sword should I live.
Genesis 27.
Yeah, 27. All right, get that real quick. You got something? Yeah. All right, get it. Come on. We're going to that sword again. Brother, you already know Psalms 17. All right, right at time.
This is Amos chapter 1.
Hey, let him finish the 35.
Okay.
This is fit. He finished.
No, he ain't finished.
By the force of the sword.
By the force of the sword, because the modern day sword is what? The gun. You know what I'm saying? The sword is a what? Instrument of war. Go ahead.
In the time of their calamity.
In the time of our calamity. Go ahead.
In the time that their iniquity has an end.
Somebody got a word called POW, prisoners of war. Because he went to slavery. What did he do? He served our captivity in slavery. He helped for the affliction. Now we here still in slavery. You see? But it's not physical. It's mental. Through what? Through the what you call it, the Social Security card? You know, bill, all this. Yep. The Constitution. It's Constitution. So go ahead now. Go get on there. All right, go ahead. Genesis.
It's Genesis 27.
Going back to that sword. You gotta remember, everything is the time and the purpose and the place. It's called prophecy. Everything you read ain't just happen right there tonight. Because remember, the Lord punished us in Egypt for going out. We yet again our captivity. Remember, this is the appointed time. It happened then, but guess what we're paying for it now. So you gotta put yourself in your mind straight up there. Because Christianity will tell you that when you read it, it happened then. Then you start getting confused. How the hell it happened then? When they said this was going on, so you gotta start getting confused. So there's a time space for everything, man. Go ahead, Doc.
Started. Yeah.
This is Genesis 27 and 39. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth.
Thy dwelling shall be the what?
Fatness of the earth.
Joel 9:24 real quick. Hold that real quick. Joel 9:24. Thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth. Go ahead, Doc.
This is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
See that? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. You see that? The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. What did it say again, Doc?
This is Genesis 27 and 39. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth.
See that? So you start putting them two and two together. Go ahead.
Yeah. When you go into the fatness of the earth, you know what that means?
Break it down to my middle line.
It means the resources. And we don't have the abundance of the luxuries and delicacies of the earth.
As you can see,
Yeah.
who own everything?
White people.
Who got everything?
White people.
Fatness going into the best parts.
Cars, clothes, women, anything you can name. He got the best of everything. And he can't get the best of everything.
Yeah.
You see that? Like he said, go to what the resources. Go ahead.
This is back in Genesis 27:39. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above.
Do it like we look up this room. Do it there, right? See what happened? Look up the earth is in it. Prophesied at this time.
Say that what you just said.
Somebody get Jeremiah.
All this noise and stuff, man, out there.
Can I make a quick point?
Go ahead.
It's just like, you know, you got poverty, you got homeless people.
Okay.
You go to Walgreens, they ask you to donate $1 for the starving. But these elites of these people,
Yeah.
they worth $700 trillion.
Yeah.
You know, they have more than enough
To help the homeless people.
to help
Everybody.
everybody.
Yeah.
You know, you look at their agenda is to decrease population by 7 billion. You go into something called a Georgia Guidestone. It's a actual documented location in Georgia where they have these tall pillar stones. And the #1 agenda is for them to decrease population, and they constantly say that the earth is overpopulated.
They doing it now.
You from around here, right?
Yeah, with
You
this
ever
COVID-19.
you ever roll Highway 78
Yeah.
up through Tupelo,
Yeah.
Alabama, down?
Yeah.
You know how much land you pass by?
Yeah.
It ain't even an exit for miles at a time
Yeah.
with no cities. But they say the earth is overpopulated. So they got the fatness of the earth, they got all the resources, and all they're doing is destroying people.
Look like they just destroying black people.
That's what they do. And when you go into his MO, the scriptures tell you all he does is destroy. You know?
See,
His job is known as the son of perdition. His job is to destroy and devour everything in his path.
the white man ain't wanted #1 since he got here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they say. War is in his heart.
Yeah.
You know? You got it out.
We'll show you how it works though. Here's my jump back and forth.
This is Jeremiah 28:8. The prophet down.
Isaiah 28.
This is Isaiah 28:8. For all tables are full of garment and filthiness, so that there is no place clean.
All right, the point finna come now.
Who shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast.
So like what that scripture say, go back into Ephesians 5:26. Go like 4:26, yeah. Jump up a little bit because it's gonna tell you like you can lead by the spirit of God. You know what I'm saying? So everything that you've been taught through Christianity, you gotta put this in the bag and throw it far as you need to listen.
Right. So it's like what he just read in Isaiah 28:9. It's the question, whom shall he teach knowledge? Right? Who shall he make to understand doctrine? Meaning this Bible, these words in this Bible, who is he going to allow to understand it? Right? And it's going into you having to become like a baby. You have to start all the way over. You know, you're a grown man before the Lord. You're a baby when you first come back.
Yeah.
When you come to get understanding, you gotta come as a baby.
Yeah.
Anything that you have learned in the world,
Trash.
that's right. You gotta throw it away. That's what brother getting into.
Because you gotta remember, a baby, you gotta crawl before it walk.
Yeah.
You try to walk before you crawl, you're gonna fall, you're gonna bust your lips, you know what I'm saying? You have a couple bruises.
Yeah.
So you gotta start all the way back over again. So we got it right here for you, to get you more understanding. You got it real quick. Time to sit somewhere.
Oh, he got away.
Go ahead and get it real quick, dog. We live too, dog.
This is 1 Peter 2:2. As newborn babies desire the sincere milk.
As newborn baby desire to sit milk. See this word, when you first start out, it says milk. Because you can't give a baby
Solid food.
solid food. You can't give a steak and chicken and shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give what? That's why you gotta breastfeed. And that's what you do when you start to become a new creature, so to speak. New what? In the mind. You see? New in the mind. Go ahead.
As newborn babies desire the sincere milk of the word,
Right?
that you may grow thereby.
So you may grow. So you grow in the spirit. See that? You start coming to read and get the understanding of the doing now. You're gonna work with it. More thoughts gonna come in your head, more questions you're gonna have, and then you start to seek it. Put it in KJV or Bible verse about this. You start like, okay, cool. So next time I go, next Saturday I can go back down there and ask them about this. Next Saturday I can do this. You know what I'm saying? You start to grow. You start to get that understanding. Yeah.
Go back to Isaiah 28. Read 9 again.
This is Isaiah 28, verse 9. Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine?
Right?
Them that are weaned from the milk
Go ahead.
and drawn from the breast.
From the breast. Got that sensitive milk. Go ahead.
For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little.
See, precept upon precept, which is order. All right? It's in order. Line upon line. Real little. Why is real little done little? Because we went to the New Testament, we went to the Old Testament, we doing something about the Apocrypha. We're just going back and forth with, but guess what? We didn't understand it, right? Everything making what? Sense. That's why I heard on going to the text, you put down from Genesis to Revelation, you're going to be confused as hell. Time jump. Then you jump back, even when you read a chapter, you been a whole other time span, they'll bring you back to another time span. Damn. But that's why you got to have the understanding. You have to be prepared. How can a man know what something got what? Yeah, man, teach you. That's why a lot of people fall off. Because they be trying to teach themselves and guide themselves. But only certain men the Lord have ordained. You got that? Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 3 and 15. I will give you pastors according to my heart.
Right, so it's certain gifts the Lord have ordained to understand this knowledge and this understanding. And guess what? He can feed it unto you. But you can get this knowledge and this understanding. He can feed it to another brother. And he can go down. You see how it trickle on down? Yeah, it's a trigger effect. You got it out.
Which shall feed you with knowledge and
See
understanding.
that? And we feed you right now with knowledge and understanding something that they motherfucking full-time house and go back to the whole church can't feed you.
I stopped going to church when I was 10, man.
Yeah,
I don't care nothing about no church, no minister,
bullshit.
no pastor, but they don't talk about nothing important.
No.
Nothing that's gonna benefit you.
Along Sister Jiggers keep singing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That gay ass nigga keep playing tambourine.
I don't care nothing about none of that.
Piano.
Yeah, I don't care nothing about none of that.
Plate. They keep hollering. Hey, that's a good church to them. Go ahead, now, with that job. That's it on that out. Yeah. You only one. Go ahead, now.
This is Romans chapter 10, verse 18. But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily. Their sound went into all the earth.
This is that sound. No, we start out blowing the trumpet with that sound. You went to all the earth. That vibration. Go ahead.
In their words,
Start up a little bit. It's a lot.
this is Romans chapter 10.
Where it say, how should they learn?
Yeah.
Probably verse 16 or something.
Yeah.
13.
Yeah. Big report said
14. 14. Matter of fact, start at 13.
This is Romans chapter 10, verse 13. For whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved.
What's the name of the Lord?
Now we actually go.
What's the name?
Something like that. How you pronounce that name right?
Speak up.
It's good to say you don't know. But
Okay, I don't know.
What you pointing at? What you
Give it to
pointing
me. I'm pointing at him right
What you
here.
pointing at? Where you see his name at?
See his name right
You
here.
see his name right there, right? That says say Yahweh Shah,
So Howard Shot.
right?
Okay.
See it say Yahweh Shah.
Okay.
So the Lord, he had a Hebrew name,
Okay.
right? His name wasn't Okay. His name, and it's not Yahweh. But and that's why it's going into the first thing you gotta do when you come to the truth is you gotta learn who your power is. You gotta learn his name. You know? So go ahead, bro.
How then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed?
How you gonna call on whom you have never believed and never heard of? Right? Going into what the brother had, the brother bring out. He's gonna give you pastors according to his own heart that will feed you understanding. You gotta know the Lord's name. They tell you that in the book of Acts, they tell you that in Proverbs 30, right? That's the number one way. There's no name given among, the one name given amongst men by whom we must be saved. Right? Go ahead.
And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher?
How shall they hear without a preacher?
Going to that hearing is what happen to understand. And you can hear all day, and you still won't get to understand. Except what? You have a what? Preacher or teacher. Then we go back to a preacher, go back to a teacher. But what? According to the Most High heart, meaning his mind. See, there's a lot of false prophets out there. But you also got what? Real prophets out there. They're going to feed you with the knowledge and understanding when you receive salvation.
See, like this heathen right here that just came up, he went out twice. He got the name wrong, then he showed you a tattoo of a cross on his arm.
Now, with the star of the moon on the side of
But
it.
I ain't see all that, but I saw the cross. You know, but all that's against the Lord. That ain't his name. And see, his name comes with a reputation, his word. Those things must both be on point. If somebody come in, they say, get that, somebody come preaching another Yahweh shot. Go ahead. Oh, you had the NLT of that scripture? Go ahead.
This is the NLT of Jeremiah 3:15. I will give you shepherds after my own heart who will guide you with knowledge and understanding. And I looked up the word shepherd. This is shepherd in the Oxford American Dictionary, a guide, conduct, convoy, marshal, steer, herd, and lead to export to a team.
Yep, it's a guide. Yep, a guide. You know, a lead. You know, so we got just like we got teachers that guided and led us, and then we set up the sanctuary here in Memphis. You know, we got a pecking order. You know, and the Lord is only dealing with a particular group of men, pastors that He has ordained to guide the flock. That's why we known as shepherds and sheep. You know, we're known as sheep and we have shepherds. But really we one and the same. Every man here is in an order. And we all are a sheep and a shepherd, one and the same, because once you get fed to understanding, then guess what the next step is? You have to become a shepherd, you have to teach. So the reason why the Lord has brought you here to get understanding is so you can also become a teacher. You know, but like the brother was going into, it's a process that has to be broken down into the finest nutrients, which is milk. You know, you have to receive it in milk form, and then you can start getting, you know, baby food. Then you can start getting solid food. You know, but it has to come through men that are actually ordained, and then it's not dealing with the world's meaning of being ordained. Like you got to go to a Bible college. You know, the disciples and the prophets and the men of the Lord in ancient days, they didn't go to Bible colleges. You know. Go ahead, Thamaya, and then if y'all brothers got that one, if anyone come preaching another Yahweh shot, go ahead, Thamaya, you finish that.
And how shall they preach except they be sent, as it is written? How beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace and bring glad tidings of good things.
Right, so you have the preachers have to be sent from the Most High, you know, and what they say is always going to line up with the scriptures, right? They're not just preaching out of their own mouth. That's another Yahweh shot. Give me Isaiah 8:20. Go ahead with that preaching another Yahweh shot.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 4. For he that cometh preaches another Yahushua, whom we have not preached.
Right, and that's why the Lord's name is a mystery. This whole book is in code because it's only privileged to the elect of the nation of his people. Not even all of his people are going to receive his understanding. Only a small number of his people is going to get this understanding. That's why it's written in a code. If you're not of the spirit that this book was coded with, you're not going to get the understanding.
I say you got a zeal.
You got a zeal, which means you have a fire for the Most High. You know the Most High exists, you know He's real, but you don't know His word, His knowledge. You don't know His name, you know?
Yeah.
But now you've learned His name. We've taught you His name if you can receive it, right? With that comes learning His word, right? Because it say He exalts His word above His name. Go
Also,
ahead.
too, with a standard, too.
Right.
So now you know the Lord's name. It's a certain way how you have to move and conduct yourself.
You got to represent.
You got to represent. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You just can't be out here still like a fucking Christian would be. Blaspheming the Lord's name all types of ways. And you know, like a regular Christian, before you get there, they call him Jesus on any goddamn thing. But when your girl, she can say, oh, Jesus, Lord, man, this, you know, all types of shit. But when it comes down to the Lord's name, it is sacred, it's holy, it is separate. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta really guide it, hold it with her. You know, because you gotta know how.
This is back in 2 Corinthians 11 and 4. For if he that cometh preaches another Yahushua, whom we have not preached.
Right. These are the Israelites, like these false prophets, these prophets. Let's speak of him. Let's speak of him. No, him not real. Him not coming. Him not coming, man. That's a whole nother. That's a whole. What? Not him. We all do what he doing.
That's why that image say this is not biblical. See what it say? This image is not biblical.
Think about it. If he comes something, he's gonna be his own people, right? He do. That's what racist means. Racist means for your own time. The Lord is racist. Yeah, the Lord is racist, but he don't run this time. This way. That's it. That's why so-called white people, they racist. Because they for their own kind.
Yeah.
Don't give a damn about us. All that people make, all that people eat. But I'm racist. But guess what? I'm racist too. I ain't seen that.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 4. For he that cometh preaches another Yahushua, whom we have not preached, or if ye received another spirit, which ye have not received, or another gospel, which ye have not accepted.
You see, that's another spirit, that's another gospel that comes with their name. Give me Proverbs 34 and 5, and let's go to Revelation and break it down. Because you're looking at a lot of images, and you see a lot of them do got precepts on them. Most of them got precepts on them, you know, which is the scriptures that go into these images. So you know that the Lord is a dark-skinned man, right? What scriptures do you know to back that up? What make you know that? What backs the fact that the Lord is a dark-skinned man?
It had to be black, man, because the first man on earth was black. He come from
According
dirt.
to who?
Dirt is brown. So
According to
so
who?
it had to be black.
According to who? If hold on, let me break something down to you, because you got opinions and you got facts. Facts have to be backed with documentation.
Well, it's in the Bible.
It's in the Bible.
Yeah, I can't quote what verse, but it's in the
Okay,
Bible.
so that's the answer. It's in the Bible.
Yeah.
But when you speaking to someone, right? If you get pulled over,
You gotta have facts to show it.
you gotta have documentation. If you
Yeah.
get pulled over, and he said you was speeding, right? He
Yeah.
said you gotta be in court on such and such day next
Okay.
month. But he don't give you a ticket,
Okay.
right? He don't give you documentation. Do you have to be in court? He just said, be in court on this day. But didn't give you a ticket. You didn't sign anything.
Yeah, it's just by mouth.
It's just by mouth. The Lord don't deal with by mouth.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? He deal with his word. Go ahead. Go ahead with the precept to Maya and then yeah. Isaiah, is Isaiah 8 and 20? Isaiah 8 and 20. That's what you got? Okay, give me Isaiah 8 and 20 first.
This is Isaiah 8 and 20. To the law and to the testimony.
Listen.
If they speak not according to this word.
They speak not according to what?
This word.
This word.
It is because there is no light in them.
So you have to show the light in you through the word of this testimony.
Okay.
Because light represents knowledge. And you seem knowledgeable because you know a few things. But the thing about it is, what you see us doing is proving the light that's in us. Because we're doing what? We're going to the documentation.
Yeah.
This is a living document. You see?
Yeah.
So if you say something, we go to the scriptures, that proves the fact of it.
Yeah.
Got it? Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 8 and 20 in the NLT. Look to the Most High's instructions and teachings. People who contradict his word are completely in dark.
So that's what it is. And this word is very easy to get misconstrued because it has a spirit tied to it. What the brother was reading in Corinthians, was it 1st, 2 Corinthians 11?
It's 2 Corinthians 11
and 4. It's a spirit that comes with this word, right? That right there is a spirit that's not tied to the truth of this word. Now that spirit is in the word. It's called a lying spirit, right? That's the spirit of false prophets. That's the spirit of the Roman Catholic Church. That's who put that image up, right? Go ahead, bro. Now we're gonna get into, because you said he's a dark-skinned man. So we're gonna get into it. Like this is the basic things that we always teach. When our people come up, is how to identify the Lord in the scriptures and what he looked like. A sincere milk, you know. Go ahead.
This is Revelation, chapter 1, starting at 1. The revelation of Yahushua HaMashiach, which the Most High gave unto him to show unto his servants.
Yeah.
See what it say? To show unto his servants. Go ahead.
To show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass.
Things that must shortly come to pass. Go ahead.
And he sent signified it by his angels.
He signified it by his angels. Go ahead.
Unto his servant John.
Unto his servant John.
Who bear record of the word of the Most High and of the
To
testimony.
say he bear record of the word of the Most High. That's what we're doing. We're bearing record of the word of the Most High. Right? Because we can say anything out of our own mouth, but when we're dealing with the Lord, we got to bear his record. Go ahead. Because if you don't, then what you'll do by default is bear false witness. That's a sin. We want to bear the true record of our Lord. That's bearing false witness. That's going to be accounted for in the day of judgment. Go ahead. Proof, yeah. That's right.
It's proof to me that you got this car. Proof you got 100,000. Yeah. You're going to prove it. So that's what we got. Okay. You got it.
This is back in Revelation chapter 1 and 2. Who bear record of the word of the Most High and of the testimony of Yahushua HaMashiach and of all the things that he saw. Blessed is he that readeth and they that hear the word of his prophecy and keep those things which are written therein.
Right. So that's what we're doing. You know, we're trying to be blessed. Yeah. So we keeping the testimony according to what's written in this record, in this Bible. So we come and we teach Yahweh Shah according to as the scriptures have said. And get John 7 and 38. Jump down to verse 13 after he read that. John 7 and 38. Come. If you believe on me as the scripture that said. You got it, I'll go ahead.
John chapter 7, verse 38. He that believeth on me, as the scripture has said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water.
All right, so you gotta believe, you have to believe in the Lord as the scriptures have said. You have to believe according to what's written in the scriptures. Because if you don't, then your belief is not true. You see? Go ahead, read now, jump down to 13.
This is back in Revelation chapter 1 and 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the belt with a golden girdle.
Yep, what you see right here, right? So this is a depiction of what John the Revelator saw on the island of Patmos when the angel came to reveal the Lord when he comes back in his glory. Right? Go ahead. So this is what the Lord, according to the scriptures, is going to look like when he comes back. Go ahead.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
His head and his hairs. It says head and his hairs. His head and his hairs. It don't say his face. It say his head and his hairs. Go ahead.
And his hairs were white like wool.
Compare and contrast. Compare and contrast. Turn it around. Compare and contrast. Right? Go ahead.
And his head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
His eyes were as a flame of fire. Right? Now, precept upon precept. Genesis 49 and 12. Stay there. Go ahead.
This is Genesis 49, verse 12.
Say his eyes was red with fire, right?
His eyes shall be red with wine, and his teeth white with milk.
His eyes shall be red with wine, and his teeth white with milk. So that's talking about the Lord, right? That's the prophecy of our Lord, right? And even in his time, when he walked the earth as a lamb 2,000 years ago, he did what? He drank wine.
What they call him a wine bibber.
Right. Which was, like the priest went into, was a defamation of character, which they was trying to say, you know, he was being wicked for drinking wine, but there's no sin against drinking wine. Actually, we have to drink wine to keep the law.
Passover.
Because we have a law, a ceremonial law, where we have to drink wine during the time of the Passover. Right? Go ahead.
So this is back in Revelation chapter 1 and verse 14 again. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Yep.
And his feet like unto fine brass.
Feet like unto fine brass. So here we got an image of fine brass. As the scripture has said, now you ask yourself, what color is brass? Just in case you don't know, we got the picture. It's brown. Okay? You look like a brass colored man, if I may say so myself. You know? Go ahead.
As if his feet unto fine brass, as if they burn in a furnace.
And his feet as unto fine brass, as if they burn in a furnace. So on the other side, we got a picture of burnt brass. It gets darker, right? Compare and contrast. I'm seeing some check marks and I'm seeing some X's.
There's some garbage right here.
That's some garbage right there.
This right here, the truth.
That's the truth. There you go.
That's on all levels too, because when you go into anybody's house,
To the people.
you see the image, you see this image. But then they say they believe in God. Jesus is they teach. You know what I'm saying? But they got tradition in him. instead of depicting of truth. I'm just saying though, you know what I'm talking about? All on movies and everything.
Yeah, like Santa Claus, all that stuff, man.
Job 9 and 24 real quick, because we brought this out earlier.
Yeah.
We brought out this scripture earlier, identifying who is in the power seat of the earth. But it also had another part to that precept.
No, another meaning to it.
That goes into this, what we breaking down to you now.
This is Job chapter 9 and 24. The earth is given unto the hand of the wicked.
And what did he do?
He covered the faces and the judges thereof.
He covered the faces of the judges thereof, right? He covered the faces. He covered the faces of the judges of the earth. Who are the judges of the earth?
Black people?
No. Black. See, that's a social construct. Black people don't exist. That's another deception. That's a part of the covenant. Black is a part of the covenant. Black groups us in together with everybody. You see? But we are separate because there's a lot of black people on the earth, but they're not Israelites. And I say black as in what they have set up to be black people. Your pants are black. I've never seen anybody walking around down the street that's that color. Brass, fine brass, brown, derivatives of brown. You got brown people, you got shades of red people, right? Those are the only two colors you got on the earth. Now, under the rule of Governor Berkeley in the time of, what's that? What time was it? What year date? I can't think of was it 1681. You go into history, you go into the history of the Bacon Rebellion, right? You go into the history of the Bacon Rebellion. There's a man by the name of Nathaniel Bacon. And at the time, Virginia had a governor named Governor James Berkeley, right? They set up a social construct to separate white people, which at the time wasn't called white people. They were being called Europeans, pilgrims, whatever. But they weren't being called white, just like we weren't being called black. But they were at war with the natives. So what they did was they came up with a social construct that separated the two people, right? Dark-skinned people from red people, right? And they said white and black, okay? That's what they go into. You can look it up for yourself and get the details of it. The Bacon Rebellion during the time of 1681 when the social construct of white and black was created. Give me Job 9 and 24 again.
This is back in Job chapter 9 and 24. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Give me the scripture where say, it's a scripture say the Most High is the judge, right? All judgment was given unto him. It's Daniel 7, right? Because the chief judge of all the earth is the one that the word and we call Jesus Christ. He's the judge. And then his people are the judges. So not only, you see this? This one, and get was that First Maccabees 3? All right, go ahead and bring it out.
This is First Maccabees 3 and 48. It says, and laid open the book of the law.
So they went and they took the Bible and opened it up.
Wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
So the heathens painted the likeness of their images as the judges, as the saints, as the angels. When you go into that cathedral over there, that shit called, man. But anyway, where they got a picture of the Most High, butt-ass naked, looking like a homosexual, touching his finger touching the finger of Adam. Yeah. That's some bullshit. Yeah. That's some blasphemy, right? Which you had that Michelangelo paint that bullshit, what you see right here, right? Him taking the images of the dark-skinned people of the Most High and painting it in their likeness. you know, which is called whitewashing. But you can go into that, you know. So the history of what happened to us is in the Bible. The wicked are the ones that are in the power seat of the earth. And they were, you know, quite deceptive for some time until the Lord pulled a number. Now they figured out, you know? Because if you really want to have control of the earth, the number one way to do it is to use the Bible. But when you read the Bible, if it say the people of the Bible are dark-skinned people, how the hell you gonna rule and you got leprosy?
Which is white people.
Which is white people.
got leprosy.
White people got leprosy. Right.
Yeah, this is curse.
That's a curse.
Don't like even the sun don't think. So how the hell the Lord gonna be a so-called white man? You know what I'm saying? The sun gonna be like. How would the Lord create his son to be like that? Well, I said put your two and two together. But how can you learn?
You gotta teach it.
Yeah.
Yep. Go ahead with that.
This is John 5:22. For the Father judgeth no man,
The Father judges no man,
but have committed all judgment unto the Son.
and committed all judgment to the Son. All right? So when the day of the Lord, when the day of the Lord comes, he's coming to judge the earth. What is he coming to judge the earth with? Give me Psalms 96. You got something? Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Isaiah 33:22. For the Lord is our judge.
Who?
For the Lord is our
The
judge.
Lord is our judge.
The Lord is our lawgiver.
The Lord is our lawgiver.
The Lord is our king.
The Lord is our king.
He will save us.
He will save us. Possessive pronoun. Not everybody, not the world. Us. Israel. His people. Go ahead, Doc.
This is Psalms chapter 96,
Start at the left.
verse 11. Let the heavens rejoice
Let the heavens rejoice.
and let the earth be glad.
Go ahead.
Let the sea roar
Go ahead.
in the fullness thereof.
Go ahead.
Let the field be joyful
Let the field be joyful. Go ahead.
and all that is therein.
And all that there is in.
Then shall all the trees of the woods rejoice before the Lord, for he cometh to judge the earth. He shall judge the world with righteousness and the people with his truth.
See how he gonna judge us? He gonna judge the world with his truth. And when he comes to judge the world, the entire world gonna rejoice, except for one people. All the wicked. All the wicked. Right? That's gonna go for the wicked himself and all those that are tagging along with him. And say those hand joined in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. Right? So if you want to follow after the ways of the wicked, which his ways is rape, robbery, murder, lies, deceit, you're gonna be judged with the judgment that he's sent to receive. And he is being sent to be totally and utterly destroyed. He said not gonna leave him nor a root nor a branch. You know?
Break it down till you take a root out the ground. Ain't grow no more.
Give me 2nd Ezra 7:28, I believe.
So when the Lord comes back and take them out of power, they'll never ever go back in power again. Which is good. Which is good for everybody. Good for us and good for the nation. Hey, what I'm telling you earlier, like prophecy.
Yeah, maybe 34 where it say deceit shall be quenched.
Oh, that's 6.
Or it might be 6.
Everything's about a will of the Heavenly Father. 6. Yeah, everything.
Yep.
Oh,
Cut.
This slide 27. This is 2nd Ezra 6:27. It says, for evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched.
It said evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. That's what you're seeing going on right now. It's a transferring of power going on right now. The mere fact that we're out here with this precious knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is prophecy. That's what this that he's reading. This is prophecy. The seed that has been going on in the earth for so long is gonna be taken out. Go ahead.
It says, as for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome.
Corruption shall be overcome.
And the truth, which have been so long without fruit, shall be declared.
Now the truth being declared, you know, and that's what we often call what we do is the truth.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all it is. Give me John 8:32. Go ahead, Kamai. Start at the top. Let's start at the top of Sirach 10.
Sirach chapter 10, verse 1.
Listen up.
A wise judge will instruct his people. And the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
Hey, that's
See, ain't no order in this place.
You don't see none of that. You see a wise judge should instruct his people. See, so-called white man, he got his own laws, man.
Yeah. Read it again and I'm going to give him an example. Go ahead.
This is Sirach chapter 10, verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people. And the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
So, is this place well ordered?
No.
Let me give you an example. You see people walking around got masks on. You got to see people walking around got masks on. You see people talking about they want the jab and they for the jab. You see people talking about no, we're not taking it. So everywhere you go is chaos and confusion. This place is not well ordered at all. You know? Every now and then we see a damn fool drive down this way on the one way. You see? Standing on concrete. You know? It's all type of disorderly, and that's what it say. He has made the nations mad. You go into this place, it's called Babylon, and he has a cup which have made the nations mad when you go in Jeremiah 51. The word mad means disorderly in intellect. So because of this man being in rulership, this place is full of confusion and has these people disorderly in intellect. When you go into the word intellect, it's dealing with biblical knowledge, really. Knowledge of the Most High. Because the highest level of intelligence is knowledge of the Most High, spiritual power.
If I can grab something real quick,
Go ahead.
I had him to grab Daniel 7:25.
Okay.
But tell him read that precept again.
Okay.
This is Sirach chapter 10, verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people.
Right, but what? So-called white man, he got laws, right? He got statutes, and he got judgment, but not according to me. Now, so that, because like the brother was saying, his laws, there's no order to them. There's no order to his laws and his statutes that he have trying to gain and push forward in his country. You know, but he got a law to cover their law up. He got a law to cover their law up. You know what I'm saying? Then he got a whole another different type of law when he's dealing with color people, black people. See? And then he got a whole another law to deal when he's dealing with his own kind. You know what I'm talking about? So it's different types of law, which bring confusion. Especially when the so-called white man go to his colleges to learn their ways, and then trying to use their law to use for their people onto our people. That's what it calls confusion. You know? But grab them real quick, guys.
This is Daniel chapter 7 and 25.
Look, because the Lord has gave us laws that is commanded how to conduct ourselves, which is standards on the earth. See, the so-called white man, if you can guide himself by these laws, then the earth will be in order, everything will be good. But look what happened. Go ahead, out.
This is Daniel 7 and 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High,
Man.
and shall wear out the saints
Is
of
he
the
not
Most
wearing
High,
us out? We should wear out the saints, man. He still want us out daily. Go ahead.
and think to change times and
He
laws.
said people change times and laws.
Now what's going on tonight? What's going to happen tonight?
They like
The time gonna go back. Time gonna go back. I think, what, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock? I'm not sure.
he gonna
And
say
sometimes, you know, he do it every year. He do it in the fall, he do it in the spring.
Yeah.
Now, when did this come about? Around 1950.
Yeah. When white man started this shit.
Yeah. Whatever the punk ass president was during that time, he made it standard for time to be changed back and forth.
Nixon.
Yeah.
So that's how you know it's talking about the so-called white man.
It's putting a stamp on who it is.
Exactly. He said he changed times and laws. Right, exactly. Go ahead.
And it said, change times and laws, and they shall be given unto his hand
You should be given
until a time and a time in the dividing of time.
Right, which we still in slavery. We're not spiritually in bondage no more. We were given into his hand to be deceived for a time.
Right.
In 1970 is when we started becoming awake, aware of who our enemy is, right, and who our Lord and Savior and who our true power is.
Right.
So we're still in his hand, but that power that he had over us for so long, that deception is gone. He red-handed, Illuminati my ass. Matter of fact, he got one.
Yeah, Rob had something that you know with your pro.
Okay.
This is Isaiah 10 and 1.
Yep.
Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees,
Lord to them,
and
and
their
woe
right
means destruction.
grievances.
Hold on, woe means destruction. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord said destruction unto the so-called white man. Then what he do out?
This is Isaiah 10 and 1. Woe to them that decree unrighteous
They
decrees.
decree unrighteous decree. Just like that jab. That's unrighteous decree.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he can't tell you.
But that's why the Lord said, woe to him. Destruction.
He can't tell you to do something with your body that he didn't make. And not only that, how you gonna tell you to do something that's against what the Most High said?
Exactly.
Right?
And you know that's against the scripture, right? To put a cutting in your flesh.
Leviticus 19 and 27.
But the church ain't gonna tell you that because the law is done away with according to Christianity.
Right. According to them, the law is done away with.
Yeah.
That's a damn lie.
When the law endures forever.
I'm gonna say set the law tight.
Right, yeah.
Right, but yeah, the time the law ain't done away with.
Tight.
You keep the tights. That law stand forever.
Yeah.
Go ahead, I'll keep that. Go back to Sirach 10 and 2 and read through.
This is what this is Sirach chapter 10, verse 2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers.
Yep. So you see, wickedness is being exceedingly done in the earth. Iniquity is abounding, meaning increasing in the earth. Why? Because the people that's in authority, the king of the earth is the wicked.
Right.
And it's not, hard to see who running things, what nation people running things. I mean, you don't have to call them out, do we? Come on now. Go ahead.
In what manner of man the ruler of the city is.
And what manner of man the ruler of the city is? Go ahead.
Such are all they that dwell therein.
Such are all they that dwell therein. That's why the Lord say there'll be many more of them that perish than shall be saved.
Right.
Right.
Such as there's a wave compared to a drop. There's going to be a wave of people that get destroyed in comparison to a drop of people out of the ocean that's going to be saved. But your church tell you, if God so loved the world, they have no understanding of this. Right? They are in complete contradiction to what that means. Go ahead, Al.
An unwise king destroy his people.
Yep.
But through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited.
Go ahead.
The power of the earth
Power of the earth. Go ahead.
is in the hands of the Lord.
The power of the earth is ultimately in the hands of the Lord. Go ahead.
In due time, he will set over in one that is profitable.
And in due time, he about to set up one over it that is profitable. So we about to go into a transferring of power. When you read in Daniel 4:17, right? Get that real quick. No, Daniel 4:17.
This is Daniel, chapter 4 and 17. It reads,
Well, this doesn't give me
This matter is by the decree of the watchers
Yep.
and the demand by the word of the Holy One,
Right.
to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of
The
men.
Most High ruling, even though it say he is a power that hides himself, we know that he's running everything. He's omnipotent, he's omnipresent, and he's omniscient. He's all powerful, all knowing, and he's everywhere at all times. He's in control of everything, right? But you have to be able to discern between the good and the evil while you're here through your spirit. Go ahead.
To the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men,
Yep.
and give it to whomsoever he will,
And he get a kingdom to whoever he will. Go ahead.
and set it up over the basis of men.
And he set it up over the rulership of the earth. He gives to the basis of men, which we know that to be Esau, Edom. The so-called white man is the basis of men. It say he's viler than the earth, right? So what he has set up is someone who really is unfit to be the king because he knows no righteousness. Go back to Sirach, huh? You got something?
Just, you reading down to 8, right?
Yep. And then you can go to the Psalms I was scared. Yep. Go ahead, Al. Yeah, 4, and then read down to 8.
This is Sirach chapter 10, verse 4. The power of the earth is in the hands of the Lord.
Now, what we read from is this book right here that they call the Apocrypha, which is called the Apocrypha, right? Which means hidden away. They took that out of the Bible and said that it was not canon, which means it's not scripture, for lack of better words. Pretty much they said that the Apocrypha is not scripture. Well, we just read to you out of the Old Testament in the Bible that the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord. Did he not say the same thing that we read in the Apocrypha? The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord? Go ahead, Al.
I would say Sirach 18:2.
Go ahead.
This is what?
Whoever get that first.
Sirach 18:3. Who govern the world with the palm of his hand, and all things obey his will. For he is the king of all, by his power, divided holy things among them on praise.
See? So let's say the Lord is in control, right? The Apocrypha saying the same thing that the rest of the Bible is saying. And the reason that they don't want you to have this knowledge is because it's the history of what they've done to us that caused us to fall completely oblivious to who we were. That's when we became the worst. And the Apocrypha is the history of when they came into power. The Apocrypha can trace their history all the way back to Alexander the Great, right? And then from Alexander the Great all the way back to Haman or Haman the Agagite. And Haman the Agagite was an Amalekite. The Amalekites are Edomites.
Right.
So his whole lineage is in the Apocrypha, which identifies him as the wicked in the Bible. So of course he gonna take that out. Of course he gonna take that out. Oh, we gotta get that out of there. Come on, man. But he needs the Bible. Just like you watching the book of Eli, right? You seen the book of Eli? You remember he was trying to get the Bible. Remember what he said? It's more than a book.
It's a weapon.
It's a weapon.
Is that just in the book?
It control you. Remember, like you said, talking about earlier, it's the spirit that comes with that. It's the spirit, man. It's control your mind.
And the Bible is a weapon.
Yep.
Go ahead.
You got it right there.
And we tearing his ass up.
Two-edged sword and two-edged sword. Right. Oh yeah, before you get that, because back when we were growing up in the world, what did you say? Stick to stones may break my bones. Right. But what? Words will never hurt, right? Shit. Shit, you gonna get a knot.
This is Hebrews 4:12. For the word of the Most High is quick and powerful,
What?
and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, And the joints of marrow is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
Right. So it's a discerner. It's a weapon. It's a spiritual weapon. It's 2 Corinthians 10 and 4. It's a spiritual weapon. And he's not a spiritual man. So he has no defense against this.
Yeah.
You see?
Just like tonight. Just like tonight. You're gonna be thinking about this all night. You're gonna be calling popping up in your head. You know what I'm saying? But tonight you're like, damn. Hey, guess what? It's cutting you. You know what I'm saying? You can heal on one part, you get stuck in another part.
Two-edged sword.
Healing your ass on one part, you get stuck in another part.
Two-edged sword.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta cut the foot off so that gangrene won't take the body.
Yeah, because you cut the foot out, you're gonna lose your whole leg.
So, yeah, at least you're gonna lose your whole leg. And the scripture say it's better for you to go into the kingdom of heaven maimed.
Yeah. Right? Limp, don't give a damn, I made
Yeah,
it.
it's better to go in the kingdom of heaven crawling. Go ahead.
This is 2 Corinthians 10 and 4. It says, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal,
Weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Go ahead.
but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down the
We're
strongholds.
mighty through the Most High, through the pulling down the strongholds. Right? And the biggest stronghold that they ever had over us is the fact that we are the children of the Most High. And our power is coming to save us. Right? The biggest stronghold that they had over us is they had this book using it against us.
Obey your master. You know what I'm saying? Your master go back to teaching. You know? And you do supposed to obey your teacher. They're the one that teach you. That's it. That's psychology.
Let them finish that 2 Corinthians. Corona, you got it.
Verse 5, it says, casting down imagination.
Casting down imagination. So what you're living in is a figment of the so-called white man's imagination. We're living in what he has imagined in his heart to continue forever.
Bizarro world.
The bizarre.
Like Superman.
That sounds cool, ain't it?
This is Bizarro world.
Yep.
This ain't supposed to be this shit ass backwards, everything.
Yep. This world not real.
Got it. That
You
is.
see, this is the imagination of the wicked, right? So our people buy right into it. Go ahead. That's why they vote. That's why they believe in democracy. And when you break down democracy, it goes into the rule of the demons.
Yep.
That's what democracy means. Right? Go ahead.
2 Corinthians 10 and 5, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalteth itself against the knowledge of the Most High.
That's exalting against the knowledge of the Most High. That image, that's the number one. Because the Lord
Is I say to speak great words against the Most High.
man.
You know? Blasphemy.
That's blasphemy. That's the unforgivable sin, man. That's blasphemy against the Holy Spirit.
Yeah. This devil done that. This devil have done that, man. This nigga gonna get paid back. Nigga get paid back.
That's why I say he found no place of repentance.
Yeah.
This
He
man
cried
gonna,
like a hoe.
he ain't gonna never say he's sorry for what he's done. He's never gonna say he's sorry for the deceit he has worked in the earth. He's never gonna say he's sorry to the natives and Seminole Indians.
Yeah.
He never gonna say he's sorry to the so-called Negroes.
Hey look, but his descendants, they trying to. Well, we saw, but that wasn't us.
Yeah, but they don't mean it.
It's too late. They don't mean it.
They don't mean
They
it.
just see that they ain't got
Right.
the power they need
But
to have.
it's always a but.
You know what I'm saying? That's it.
But that wasn't us. Yeah, but you benefiting. You benefiting.
They can walk around here and do what the hell they want to do.
Yup. And you still oppressing, and your actions still show that you're not. See, saying you sorry and being sorry is two different things.
Yep.
The Lord he don't deal with lip service.
That's how they wait. That's how they what they give you.
Yep. Go ahead.
It says, and bringing into captive every thought to the obedience of Hamashiach.
Right, so these are captivating words that we speak, right? These words that we speak, they go into your mind. Everything that you thought was right, bondage. Snatch that shit out. That's bondage. Right? And then eventually, it gets it up out of there. You know?
Yeah, but the truth can set you free. Who don't want to know the truth?
I want to know Galatians 4.
But I want to know
Galatians 4. Galatians 4.
Yeah,
Right
about
there.
it.
Galatians
What
4,
about me?
16. This is what I want to know the truth.
And then the brother got that Ezekiel, that Psalm 1.
Hey, Karami, get what you got, because he was holding something real quick.
This is Ephesians 6 and 17. And take the bullock of salvation.
Take the what?
The bullock. Hold on. Stop. Alright, start over. This is Ephesians 6 and 17. Take the helmet of salvation.
That's right.
And the sword of the Spirit,
Yep.
which is the word of God.
Right, so this is the weapon, right? This is the armor, this is the protection, and it's a weapon. It's
All
a
in one.
defensive weapon, and it's an offensive weapon, right? But we ain't on the offense, we really set for the defense of the gospel, you know?
Yeah.
That's why if anybody come up here, we don't just attack them. You know, we ain't just attacking people. We wait on them to go off. We wait on them to say the wrong thing.
Yeah, so you can teach them and
So
let
we
them know
can teach 'em.
this what it is, and
Right.
you can prove it out the Bible that it's there.
That's the coldest gift you could ever have.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, this the number one weapon. This the number one weapon on the earth.
That's why the so-called white man wanted so bad. That's why he used it to his advantage, because he knew this was the best weapon you could ever have.
Yeah, but he used it in the wrong way though.
That's right. Hit that song. That's right on time.
Used it in the wrong way.
This is Psalms 50 and 16. It says, but unto the wicked, the Most High saith, what hast thou to do but to declare my statutes? Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth? Seeing thou hatest instruction.
So you said, who don't want the truth?
White people, they don't
They
want
don't want the truth.
shit. Other races, they don't want the truth.
Because it say, you are your father the devil, and the truth is not in you. So the devil don't want the truth. And his children don't want the truth. And his children are not just white people.
I'm gonna say, 'cause you can't kill a homosexual here.
Hey, some of the Lord's own children have been given over to the devil. So we can't be on that. Black people, my people, black people, my people. No, Israel, elect. That's who we want. That's it.
And you think a homosexual or lesbian,
This why we put the devil.
They don't look at you crazy. They don't want to fight you. So they stuck in their lane.
But then the church accept them or justify them, accept them into turn out, come as you are. God
love
made
everybody.
you. You know.
Well, God gonna slap the shit out there.
You know. Go ahead, and that's like I said, that was set up by these churches were set up by the so-called white people. Roman Catholic Church set up all these religions. Go ahead.
It says, seeing thou hatest instruction and casting my words behind me.
So he took this Bible, right? And you remember our so-called people run no vote?
One thing, he wouldn't play.
Look at this. They got flags, no home son. He got flags on America. But after everything America done to him, still doing to him this day, you flying the flag of America.
Cause he got his not disability check, but
Retirement.
Yeah, he a veteran.
no, white man good. No, he ain't bad. Shit,
Yeah, he let me serve in his army.
Not all white people.
Every white person made
Well, every Edomite.
I don't care who they is.
Every Edomite. Like, it's a little bit more mystery and meat you gotta
yeah,
understand
to
about.
He ain't got no home training either.
It's not all about
Kill
complexion.
somebody, you know.
The Lord Lord don't judge no man according to the flesh.
Yeah.
Right? He judges the spirit.
It's the spirit.
So just like Mike Conley got a son that look like these people just walk by.
Yeah.
And those people walk by probably Jake. I'm just judging their spirit just walking right now. They probably Israelites.
Yeah. That's how they dress.
So the mystery of this thing is John 7:24. See, the spirit ain't something that you just walk into and you got it. The spirit has to be, first of all, awakened in you. Yeah. And then it has to be come a part of how you think. See what I'm saying? Get that too. Flesh, it's the spirit. John 6 and 63.
Yeah.
And give me what I just called.
This is John.
Okay, call slower and get the
This is
address. I
John
know it's on
7:24.
John 7:24. Check this out.
Judge not according to the appearance,
Yep.
but judge righteous. Judge.
The judge righteous judgment.
It's action,
Right?
Yeah.
So according to the word, what determines whether or not you're an Israelite? Is it skin color? Give me Romans 8 and 16, and then we'll get numbers.
Got
We'll
that,
get numbers, but give me John 6 and 63 first.
Right.
Jumping to chapter 6 in St. John in verse 63. It reads, it is the spirit that quickens.
It's the spirit that make you alive.
Yeah.
That's what quickeneth means. It's the spirit that make you alive. Go ahead.
It is the spirit that quickens. The flesh profits nothing.
The flesh profited nothing. So when you see a man, you can't just pass judgment on him according to how he looks. You gotta judge his spirit. Right?
That I spake unto you, they are spirit and they are life.
The words that the Lord speak unto us, they are spirit and they are life. Because this is wisdom, knowledge, and instruction. Right? So the instructions that the Lord gave us to determine our nationality and our lineages, Numbers 1.
Oh, you talking about,
Because your spirit got to be able to accept it. You see, because a lot of our people don't accept this. That's why they keep walking past. They don't accept this. They don't even
Right
consider.
behind that, Romans 8 and 16.
You know what I'm saying? They don't even consider, man. But it's the spirit that quicken you, make you what? Make you alive.
Yeah.
Because remember, this is the valley of the shadow of death. Being alive is what? You need to know. You are awakening to the truth. Now you see the world for what it is. Now you know the so-called right. Now you know that the Lord is the so-called right. You awaken. Now you know who you are. Why? Because you are awakened. You got it out.
This is Numbers 1 and 18.
So this is how your nationality or your race or is determined. Go ahead.
They assemble all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. And they declared their pedigrees
Pedigree mean lineage. Go ahead.
after their families, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward, by their polls.
So it said by the fathers. So the seed of the father is what determines your nationality. But you see that instruction right there, what we just went into, it says, seeing thou hatest instruction, thou castest my word behind me. So these people that built this faggot ass country, all right, use the Bible, but they forsake the instructions. Because they tell you it's a such thing as mixed people. When you go and get a application, when you go to ethnicities, it say mixed, Chinese, American,
Hispanic.
you know. So they say it's a such thing as mixed races. Why do they say that? To stir up confusion. That keeps confusion, right? And the whole thing, the whole diabolical plan was to keep us from knowing who we were and take our identity and claim it as their own.
Yep. If I can add, so we can call ourselves Black, African American, Native American, Hispanics, Puerto Ricans, all these bywords. Like you said, the 12 tribes, the so-called Negroes, West Indians, Haitians, Oh, that was. That's what I think. You already got this. Like so-called blacks. We say so-called black because we're not black. We say so-called Hispanics because of Bible. You know, so-called blacks, Hispanics, Latinos, and Americans, man. These are who the Lord come back to say.
Yeah, but the words not in the scripture. Yeah. I find Negroes in the scripture. I find African words in the scripture. You don't even find white people in the scripture.
Yep.
It's more to it. Just saying black. You gotta understand the definition of black. Once you understand that, you start calling yourself.
You gotta go into the meaning of words.
I'm telling you. Yeah. Because you gotta remember, Africans. African Americans, they got Americans, to go back to America, there's different types of white men. There's conquered Africa and conquered America. See, but then they want to put that name, that byword upon them, right? Because we were brought from Africa to what? To America.
With the slave trade.
Yep.
First slave trade, we was kind of everywhere.
Transatlantic slave trade.
That was a try the spirit, try the spirit. You gotta try it. Hey, these could be Jakes right here. These could be Israelites.
Definitely not.
It's not a skill.
Trust me.
Don't give a fuck. You ready to put your ass in slave.
But how you try to spirit? How you try to spirit what? By the word. That's how you try to spirit.
All slaves for us.
By the word. That's it. That's the only way
Long nose
they spoke to this word. If they don't, they ain't in the spirit.
It's me out, pretty
You're talking about, you gotta go back to the spiritual discern though. You gotta be spiritual discern, man. That's what the brother was trying to get you to understand. It's a spiritual discern. You can't be just like that. Nah, fuck that. I don't like. You know what I'm saying? You got a spiritual discern. Whether he a Jake or whether he a Edomite. The spirit, man. Look at Justin Timberlake. You know what I'm saying? He look like an Edomite.
It's Jake all day.
That boy moving like, you know what I'm saying? Come on,
Jason
man.
Williams.
Jason Williams.
Come on, man.
Kind of white chocolate. Why? Because I'm talking about, Jake. But the skin, the flesh is an Edomite. But how you know they Jake? Because their spirit is live.
Blake Griffin.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blake.
These so-called white people, they spirit dead.
Hey,
We lied. You hear me? We
and,
lied.
and what he talking about is what they didn't account for.
Yep.
See, they took this Bible and tried to deceive us, but what they didn't account for is that the spirit that's tied to this book that's in us.
Hey, like you were about to make the example with Mike Conley. Mike Conley got a child. His baby was like a so-called white person. But we read the numbers 1 to 18. There's seed. You seen Drake child? Drake child, his little baby, a so-called white baby.
Yep.
But imagine, if his baby pop
You
up,
seen Drake daddy? His daddy watch news. It ain't nothing about the news. It's all good. His daddy
Watch
from
TV
Memphis.
that much
His
either.
daddy darker than any one of us up here.
Yeah.
Hey, look, make a boy blunt. Make a boy blunt.
Look like that.
Look. Hey, look, make a boy blunt. You go to China. You find you a Chinese child. You hit him, you get a pregnant. The baby come out, gonna look like her than you.
Guess what? I wouldn't affiliate.
Hey, but this for understanding. This for understanding. And you can't say what you wouldn't do because you might have done it.
I know what I do.
I'm gonna tell you, hold on, no.
You might have done it in your past life. You don't know.
Nah.
Hold on, I got you. Watch this. I'm gonna show you that.
I like a full-blooded black baby. I don't want no mixed race baby.
Watch this.
That's
Stuck
how.
on black.
Yeah, I don't want no mixed race woman, man.
Ain't no such thing as a mixed race.
Yeah.
That's what we trying to explain to you.
Yeah.
Check this out. You say you vote right.
No, I wouldn't,
Okay,
man.
cool. Okay, cool. Check this out. Go
This
ahead.
is Proverbs chapter 20 and 24.
Check this out.
Man's going are of the Lord.
You can't say a bitch ass.
Let's see y'all come through there.
Because you own yourself. You control yourself, so you can't say.
You thought you saw Rush Hour?
Look what it say. Go ahead.
Man's going are of the Lord.
You know what that means? Man's going out of the Lord.
Break it down to the
All right, 16:1. Proverbs 16:1. Man goes out of the Lord. I mean, wait, whatever you do, wherever you go, guess who's directing your steps? The Lord. Your mind, the Lord.
Meaning ain't no such thing as free will.
No such thing. So you said you gonna fuck with a Chinese bitch.
It's kinda hard, man.
Look, but guess what? You not understanding the scripture.
Okay.
We understand what you're saying.
Okay.
This is Proverbs 20:24.
Right.
Man's going are of the Lord.
Right.
How can a man then understand his own way?
Then you gonna be like,
So you can't decide that.
Never.
He only decide that.
Right.
Hey,
so you
so
can't say
let
you
me
would
ask you
never
something.
do that.
Can I ask you
can't
something?
say that.
Let me ask you something. You never slept with somebody that you thought about the next day? Like, dang.
Not no other race of woman, man.
I'm just saying,
I ain't telling you that. Have you
What's up, man?
ever slept with someone?
We all have.
And you was like, damn.
Yeah, we all
I
have.
said I'll never fuck with her again.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
So, this makes our point.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That makes our point.
And one more for you though. Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 16:1.
Watch this.
The preparations of the heart in man.
But you said I never fuck with a Chinese man. That Chinese bitch look just like a nigga. But remember, you said you will never do it. But it's not up to you, it's up to the Lord.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The preparations of the heart in man and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord.
See? So you can't say that you will never. Because the Lord will make sure that you will.
He gonna make the decision for you.
Exactly. Why? Because he gonna hide pride from you. Because
If
you
it's
say,
his
I
will,
will never
if
do
it's
this.
his
I'll
will.
never do this. The Lord gonna say, I'll make him do it. Just be like, damn.
If it's his
Humble
will,
down.
if it's his will for you to do something, you gonna do
You
it.
ain't got no choice but to do it.
Yeah.
Prophecy entails us being scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. So if it was meant for your seed to get to China,
It's gone.
and a foreign exchange student, Su Young,
Coming
got off
on.
that bus,
Yeah.
them eyes gonna be attracted
Yeah,
to
you
it.
hear
But
me?
the Lord said,
Hey, like the little meter. Straight through. But we got one more for you. Get it out.
this is Job 33 and 15.
Go ahead.
In a dream, in a vision of the night,
Go ahead.
when deep sleep
Yep.
fall upon men,
Right, you in the bed chilling. You know what I'm saying? So ready, you know what I'm saying? Laying down for the night. Go ahead.
and slumber upon the bed.
Right, go ahead.
Then he opened the ears of
In
men
your mind. What's about your mind? He opened your mind, right? Peter glands. Go ahead.
and sealed their instructions.
Seal it, your instruction. That's how you know no such thing as free will. Because it's sealing your instruction, and he knows when you get the people the next day. This is the Heavenly Father. So he sealed your instruction. So you say he'll never do this. The Lord might do it tomorrow. He might do it tomorrow. He might seal your instruction, and you might be the fireman Chinese judge. Just because you said you'll never do it. What you talking about? Go ahead.
17.
Yeah.
That he may withdraw men from his purpose,
Right? But you say I never, so that's your purpose. I never go to church before. I never, right? Go ahead.
and hide pride from men.
Right. Because you say you'll never, so every time you say you'll never, then you'll accomplish that never do, start getting proud.
But that's a proud statement in itself to say I never do
I'm
something.
just, we saying it by mouth, but if he want us to do it, we don't got no choice but to do it.
But in
Follow.
all humility, when the Lord tells us in the scriptures how we ought to speak, we ought to say if it be his will.
Lord
Okay.
willing.
Lord willing.
You can't never say never.
Which I said, we're not trying to condemn you or make you feel no type
Okay.
of way. We
I
understand what you're saying.
I understand.
And we all like, that ain't my type. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
But
But see, we don't know the correct wording for stuff. We'll just say this, and which is
that's
not
why
right.
that's why it's
That's right.
correction and teaching.
Yeah.
Right? That's
Okay.
what we're doing.
Heard to what?
Yeah.
To
Learn.
learn.
Yeah.
So this is all being said to come back to how you are to judge.
Yeah.
You understand? Remember, he covered the faces of the judges thereof. That was the cardinal sin that the so-called white man done.
Yeah.
We are the judges of the earth. We are the ones that are supposed to be showing how the Most High's will ought to be done on earth as it is in heaven.
Water.
Right? We supposed to be reflections of the Most High's righteousness.
Right.
So what we telling you is for your good, not to judge according to how the world judges, but judge righteous judgment. And we showing you through the scriptures how they polluted judgment and how they took this Bible, right, and used it to set up their kingdom. Yet the instructions in the Bible they don't use. And they did that purposely to cause us to go off and lose sight of who we are, the judges of the earth, and who our powers are. Right? But they did not account for this, Romans 8.
This is Romans 8 and 16. The Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit.
The spirit of the heavens bears witness with our spirit. Go ahead.
That we are the children of the Most High.
So the spirit that's in us is going to reflect the righteousness of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, right? The judges on the earth, right?
That's right, bro.
The judges on the earth, the spirit is going to reflect Yahweh by Yahushua. Go ahead.
Verse 17. And if children, then heirs, heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with the Mashiach.
Right. So we joint heirs. And them people say that they the heirs. They over there in the land say that they the people. Right? Because as heirs, we supposed to inherit a specific land on the earth. Where's the black land?
It's not over here.
Yeah, I like how you scratch your eyebrow when it. Where is it?
It's not over here.
We don't got a black. There's not such thing as a black land.
Yeah.
That's why he named us black. Right? And if we go to, you say African American, if you go back to Africa, they don't want you over there. They don't fool with you over there because just because you dark skinned don't mean you the same people. Right? The Egyptians were dark skinned. The Canaanites were dark skinned. Really, like you said at first, the original man was dark skinned.
The Arabs, the Arabs, they dark skinned.
Everybody was dark skinned at first.
Everybody going back to the book of Genesis in the beginning, everybody was dark skinned until who? Cain got that ball with your nuts. Oh, then he came from Esau. So my wife ain't today. You know what I'm saying? His lineage. Before then, everybody was dark skinned. Everybody was dark skinned.
It's not a color thing.
It's a spirit. It's on the spirit.
It's on the spiritual. Because our people, kind of like, it didn't say our people. It's not like some kind of white people, Chinese people.
Jeremiah 12 and 9.
You know? It's all about the spirit. That's all it is.
Jeremiah 12 and 9.
What's the nigga that play on Rambo?
Sylvester Stallone.
It's a change.
Yeah. Schwarzenegger.
Prophecy, our people was scattered amongst the Gentiles, was scattered amongst the four corners of the earth.
Matter of fact, get Jeremiah 12 and 9.
Hold tight, crowd. Get up to my
Jeremiah 12 and 9. Now that point was made on Romans 8. You had something else over there,
Yeah, it's Psalm 83.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, this is Psalm 83 and verse 3. It says, they have taken crafty counsel against our people.
Right, meaning these heathen nations, chiefly Esau Edom, who is the so-called self-proclaimed white man today. Right? Go ahead.
And consulted against our hidden ones.
And consulted against our hidden ones. Go ahead.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
So it was their job to work wickedness in the earth to the extent of cutting us off from being a nation. Because when you really go into this, right, it say that these nations said, come and let us come together and cut these people off from being a nation. This actually was prophecy. This was the hand of the Lord. Because he said that he was going to cause Israel's name. Get Deuteronomy 32.
Hey, you're not.
Go ahead, come on. I need y'all that's up here to keep paying attention. It don't take but one man to handle that. Come on. Deuteronomy 32. because he said he's going to cut us off from being a nation, right? He used these heathens to do that. 32, you see it, 22, 21. Just type it in, cease from among men. John what? Yeah, 32 and 26.
This is Deuteronomy 32 and 26. I said I would scatter them into corners, and I will make the remembrance of them to cease from among men.
He said he was going to scatter us in the corners and make the remembrance of us to cease from among men. Did he do that himself? Did he physically come down to the earth and do that? No. Go back to Psalms 83.
This is Psalms 83 and verse 4. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
And that's all these nations on the earth were in cahoots together against us to cut us off from being a nation.
Israel.
That the name of Israel, go ahead.
May be no more in remembrance.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Right?
Non-existent.
Non-existent. But what they didn't account for, like I said again, was the spirit waking us back up.
That's right.
He wasn't going to cut us off forever. It was just a part of our punishment. That was a part of the curses. Right? Because we disobeyed his will. So now, you know, souls like yourself find the truth in the streets. That's where it's at.
That's why I had one again. Proverbs 1 and 20.
Yeah, we can get it. Yep. Yep.
I had something.
Get John 8:32 real quick. And then get the Proverbs.
This is John 8 and 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
Right. So you're going to be free from your spiritual bondage. Right? And then you're going to be physical because everything happens in the spirit first. Once you're spiritually free, now you got hope. Because I'm going to tell you, if you don't get this right now, the shit that's coming up later, you're going to blow your head off without this. You're gonna put yourself out. Are you gonna go down the wrong path and somebody gonna do it? You're gonna get a gruesome judgment without this. This is your protection. Remember the helmet of salvation. All right? Helmet of salvation. The helmet, it goes on your head. The head is your most important organ on your body.
Remember, cut the head off, the body can't work.
It's gone.
Can't function.
It's gone. That's why when it talks about the heart, it's really go back to the Hebrew word log, which means your mind, your inner man.
Right. Anything else?
You want the Proverbs?
You got anything else? We'll close out here on the Proverbs.
This is Proverbs 1 and 20. Wisdom cried without. She uttered her voice in the streets.
Said what?
She uttered her voice in the streets.
Said wisdom cried without. You just go to church and what? Understand it, right? You try to get the wisdom out. It says she cried without what? The streets.
She uttered her voice in the street.
Right, because you go to Acts 7:28, it said the Most High dwelleth not in the temple made with hands. The temple made with hands, the physical church that you see on every corner. The Most High is dealing with that. He dwell not in that temple made with hands. This is what the Lord dealing with. And this is the real church. Right here. Up back to the dead, Greek word Exodus, means to call out or call within. So now we calling up to you to what? To come in. Yeah. Then what? The Lord house may be filled. Yeah. See? This the real church, man. Yeah. When it says wisdom cry without, that's what we screaming out where? Wisdom cry out people. She uttered her voice in the street saying what?
She cried in the chief place of conquerors.
Which is a what? A place of business. See, because you can do this in the hood, but guess what? It's not reliable, so to speak, because every nation ain't in the hood. Remember, we still got to speak about the spirit, not the actual flesh. Yeah. Because you see a so-called white man walk down here, yeah, he look like a white man, but he might not be a so-called white man. He might be a one of these tribes.
He look like a Neophyte.
Right, so we must come out here in the chief place of concord and preach this word, man. To gather what? The nation that belongs unto the Lord. Go ahead.
Because that's what you got to get used to saying, really. Edomites, You gotta get used to calling these nations by their name, by their true name, identifying with truth. You know.
In the opening of the gates.
Opening of the gates is what? Like downtown there. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody knows. We ain't got no home training. You know, go ahead out.
In the opening of the gates. In the city she uttered her words, saying, how long ye simple ones will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
This what you gonna really get the knowledge, get the understanding. You really gonna get fed. You're gonna be drinking from the water of your how about Shema Shah. That's why the brother came to scripture come out. He that believed on me, and the scripture say, out of his belly, in your mind, shall flow what? Rivers of living water. Now you're gonna start come alive and you're drinking this water of wisdom.
Yep.
You know?
And that's going into how the Lord told his disciples to go out and preach the word. Go to the highways and the hedges and bid them to the marriage. Right? So you see us out here in the streets is because this is how we was commanded to come out here and teach the word.
Oh, I'm gonna hit you with something. For sure. You got life insurance, right? I mean, what? You got insurance on your life, right?
Yeah.
You got car insurance, right? Keep that definition right there, guys. Because he just made a good point about digging into the man that his house makes you feel. So watch what assurance really means.
This is assurance in the etymology, 1550s, and engagement to marry.
See? So this is your assurance. That you're gonna be engaged to marry the Lord. This is a marriage.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. Right. So this your assurance on your life, right here. If you don't got this, you doomed. So be assured. Like all state. You're in good hands.
The word marriage means to join.
Join.
So you got to be joined to a higher power to get out of this hell that we in.
So come on, get that ring too. You know? Okay? So with that, I hope you brothers and sisters are edified. Once again, we give all honor and glory and power to
Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushua, Ba'ashim, Kakudash.
I say double honors to our elders, our great apostles, great millstones, who rule well and teach well, being great example to Israel, man the elect. We'll say peace and blessings to the humble elect and report upon them, pushing the truth, and sincerely, their great song. Hey, till next time, keep pushing. We almost out of here. Hold fast with our hat, and no man take that crown. Next time, here to talk about
Above, above!
Above, above!